Darts Open on the European Tour and the PDC. We've nearly seen the first 9 darts on the Euro Tour for 3 years. Phil Taylor wiring double 12, but the power is through to the quarterfinals, as is the world number 1, Michael van Gerwen. And Kyle Anderson in one of the best last 16 games you are likely to see in any tournament ever, overcoming Jelle Klaasen with his 8 180s, almost equaling the record of 9 on the European Tour. And we've got a game here that could well continue this trend of phenomenal darts this afternoon. An all St Helens clash as Stephen Bunting, the former Lakeside World Champion, takes on Dave Chisnall, one of the biggest 180 hitters in world darts. I'm Dan Dawson, Paul Nicholson alongside me for this one.
Yeah, this has got the potential of being a great game. It's almost like the Andy Murray versus Novak Djokovic of darts, because these people have known each other since they were nappies. Yeah, you're right about Chizzy, though. He had a dangerous opponent last night in Jamie Caven and dispatched him.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. With first leg, it's Stephen to throw first.
Or what looks like consummate ease anyway.
Yeah, Chizzy saw off Jamie Caven in the second round. He averaged 98 and a bit shhy of 99. Only hit the 2 180s, so if he gets his scoring on track as well,
136.
Then Chizzy is on course to produce another ton-plus average. You've seen loads of them this afternoon.
Well, judging by the way that other people are playing, they've raised
45.
their game. Maybe it's time for these two to do the same. I noticed Chizzy was trying to get the Austrian
85.
crowd on his side by using a slightly different, more local walk-on song. Good tactic, I think.
Chizzy's not averse to playing to the local
66.
crowd. He'll often turn up with bespoke Chizzy dart shirts with a local monument silhouetted on the back. Done it in Blackpool, of course. Done it in various places around
100.
Interestingly enough, if you do that with your shirts, it makes them all one of a kind. Easy to make sure you know where they're
59.
from, when they were used.
I don't know what he does in Barnsley. I don't know, silhouette of a Greggs on the back of it. Bunting looking to set this up for a double top, and does do.
No offence, Barnsley. It's a great town.
Fine town. Chizzy hit a 9 darter there earlier this year.
You require 40.
6 career 9 darters for Chizzy. Just the one on the telly. Bunting looks for double 10 for a hold of throw and gets it.
Shot on the first leg, Stephen Bunting.
Stephen Bunting goes into the lead. Now,
game on.
He took on James Richardson, who is a potentially dangerous opponent. James Richardson. He was solid against him.
137.
Was 3-1 up in that match, the Northamptonshire man, but Bunting rattled off 5 consecutive legs. He started off, scored brilliantly, couldn't finish a leg. And then the second half of the game, scoring wasn't quite there, but his finishing was superb.
Yeah, I think the second half of the game belonged to Stephen Bunting. And I think in this match as well, the thing that holds him in good stead is that he's played Chisnall so many times, and having that little bit of comfort, knowing what you're going to get. It's almost like the Ron Seal effect. You know what's going to happen on the tin or what's going to be inside
140.
the tin. You just feel at ease to say, right, I know what's coming. I know how I've got to perform. There's going to be no histrionics or any
95.
other things going on. It's just going to be a good quality dart match.
Yeah, and these guys are both in the top 16. They've gone up and down in the rankings as Bunting
108
fills it up. First maximum. And it goes to the bullet, and he's on an 11 darter here that could be a break of throw and a 2-0 lead for him.
59.
Yeah, Chisnall's high in the rankings 82. At the moment, but you know, go back a year and it was the other way around as Bunting 17 for tops, double top for 2-0.
62.
It's all Bunting
so far. 167.
It is, but this would the cat amongst the pigeons. Not going to happen.
Can set it up though.
97. Stephen, you require 20
in this leg. And shouldn't do, really, when you've got 3 dots in your hand for double 10.
Shot on the second leg, Stephen Bunting. Third leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Could we be witnessing the start of a great day for the man originally from Liverpool?
96.
They've run into each other 11 times in various tournaments. You can go back to 2009 when they met at the England Masters, and both BDO
40.
players. Chizzy won that one. He actually made the final of that tournament. He was beaten by Brian Woods.
Good old Pekka.
Seen him on the European Tour playing
86.
good darts not that long ago. More recently, they met on the big TV stage at the European Championship
83.
last year. That was when it went to Hasselt in Belgium. Chizzy won that one 10-6, and he gave him an absolute hiding in the Premier League last year when they're both Premier League players, 7-1. But Bunting did win the
80.
return fixture in the Premier League.
It seems pretty even between the two over the course of time, and that doesn't surprise me.
180.
I think they've both got quite similar games when they're on. You really want to see these two guys go
134.
They're swift. No messing, straight to the oche. Chizzy's taking time to get into this match, and now he's hitting it with regularity.
132.
He wanted the 54.
Stephen Iroquois, 105.
For 66 if he comes back. Treble four's been like a magnet the last couple of minutes.
45. Dave Iroquois, 66.
This is key. Get yourself into the match, get on the board, and then you can start thinking about getting in front.
Tops for Chizzy.
Game shot on the
Breaks
third
back
leg.
with a 15-darter. It's 2-1.
Fourth leg
and
is
it's
Dave to throw first.
important moment that. Couldn't afford to let
Game
Bunting
on.
get too far away from him.
Now, the last thing he needed was a 3-0 deficit. Luckily for Mr. Chisnall, he hasn't got that.
97.
Last two European Tour events, Dave Chisnall has gone all the way to the final. Only to be beaten by James Wade in the most recent one and Michael van Gerwen
60.
before that. In fact, Chizzy's made 6 finals on this European Tour. Nobody, apart from MVG, has made more. His record in them isn't great. He's won 1. He's got there. And it's with darts like that.
180.
He's obviously comfortable playing in Europe. In his BDO career, he was comfortable playing in the UK.
100.
But since joining the PDC, I think playing in Europe has become his most comfortable area.
180.
He's got his scoring boots on now. He said he had to lift it after the second leg, and he's definitely done that. Everybody's lifted their standard today.
100. Dave Iroquois,
very
44.
impressive. Sneaks it in the 12.
Game
And
shot on the
bang
fourth
in
leg.
the double
Dave
16,
Chisnall.
11-darter. Dave Chisnall
Fifth leg,
levels the
Stephen to throw
match. You
first.
always get the
Game
feeling
on.
with Chiz, it's only a matter of time before he finds his range on the treble 20, and when he does, it'll stay there. And there will be plenty more big scores.
134.
So Stephen Bunting now knows he's up against it.
It's been a game of 2 halves so far. First 2 legs all Bunting. Second 2 legs all Chizzy.
100.
But that little blue dot could well be very, very important. Not just if they make it to 5-5,
93.
but it's just the fact that Dave is always chasing. He has to break to win this match.
80.
It's never a factor in a set of tennis because you have to win by 2 clear. If you don't, you go to a tiebreaker, which is always fair because you've got to win by 2 clear points.
100.
But in darts, break or bust.
Yeah, that throw for the ball back in the practice room can often be the most important dart of the
100.
entire game.
I'm not sure that every player gives it the full respect that it deserves. In this short format, you really want to be going
83.
first. There have been times where players have given the ball away as a tactic. You generally see that in a long format game where it's less prevalent.
100.
Yeah, the longer
Stephen
the
Iroquois,
format, the less
91.
important it is, and it should be.
Can't imagine Bobby George giving the throwaway in the News of the World Championships.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Stephen
And that
Bunting.
is a clinical finish from
Six legs
Bunting.
Dave to
91
throw
goes the
first. Game on.
25 route to have the insurance of a dart at the bullseye. Without needing a treble, pins it, goes back into the
140.
lead. And a good response having lost the last couple of legs.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a good game, and it's definitely turning out to be that way. It's not of the same standard of Kyle Anderson and Jelle Klassen, and that was just unbelievable.
84.
Nothing wrong with
Well,
those, though, are there?
This is sort of a high 90s, see what's going to come next kind of game.
But we know these guys have got gears they can move through.
121.
Chizzy has been playing great darts for a couple of months now, and you see those averages: 99 plays 98.
140.
And with these two, the big surprise is that first 9 isn't a bit higher, because they're both big scorers when they get going.
Maybe that's a testament to how good their finishing has been.
But you go back 15 months or so, Chizzy was struggling to even qualify for these events. Missed the first 3 of 2015.
59.
It seems weird to think, considering how well he's played on the European Tour since then. I mean, he's number 4 seed for a reason.
Sometimes you can just play so much darts. You know, over the course of the last 25 years, people have asked, well, how has Phil Taylor maintained his standard over that quarter of a century point? And he's been constructed
96.
with when he's taking a break, when he needs rest, he takes it, and programs his season much like sportsmen do around the world.
The 120's not going for Chisnall.
60.
1, 2,
Steve
2 for
Bunting.
Bunting.
122.
4 18s gives him a dart at the bullseye. Hit the bullseye last leg. Great dart. Great stuff, Bunting. Double 7. What a finish that is. The bullet goes 4-2 up.
7-legged Stephen to throw
This
first.
afternoon in Vienna, we're seeing incredible finishing from the treble 18 section down to the bottom left of the board. Hybrex has already done that with 140. But now Bunting has gone to the 1-2-2. If he missed the treble there, he had 18 ball. Brilliant thinking, brilliant shooting.
140.
It's a big year, in my opinion, for Stephen Bunting. He obviously came over to the PDC and had a phenomenal
121.
first year. I mean, he won his second tournament, and then he was making runs deep into major TV tournaments. The next year, he was in the Premier League, he was in the World Series, but he was finding life a lot tougher. Start of this year, just when that ranking money from his first tournament win came off,
140.
he won another one, and that's got to take the pressure off a little bit. He's been playing some decent darts this year. He's not in the Premier League, not in the World Series. Chizzy's jetting off to Auckland in a couple of days' time. Stephen Bunting will be going off somewhere with the family for a bit of holiday, I think.
More than likely, yeah.
But it's down to him now to prove that he is amongst the PDC elite. I think he's got the game.
100.
But thinking it and actually doing it on a regular basis are two completely different things.
Well, we've spoken over the weekend about people who've been in the top 10 of the world for quite a long time.
145.
These guys want to do that, like the Wades, the Lewises and the Taylors, but in order to do that, you've got to be in tournaments all the time, and sometimes it's difficult when you fall out of that 16 seed mark. You've got to try and qualify, just like Chizzy did last year.
34.
Stephen's been there as well.
Uruguay, 57.
But by winning tournaments and doing well in these events, they're giving themselves more chances.
Oh, well, that was a shocking dart from Bunting. He only gets 1 at double top.
17.
He should have had 2 darts for the leg there.
106.
Chisnall, 106. Now, Bunting hit him hard with a 1-2-2 check out in the previous leg to break and go 4-2 up. Can Chisnall hit back with a 106 of his own? Oh, he can still do it.
Treble 17. Well, it was 2 legs to Bunting,
46.
2 legs to Chizzy. It's 2
Steve
legs to
Uruguay,
Bunting again.
40.
So he can break that little pattern with tops.
Double 10. He's been good on this. Last dart in hand.
Game
Gets
shot on the
it
7th leg.
5-2, and Chisnall has to win 4 consecutive legs, or his run of success on the Euro Tour. The last 2 tournaments he's made the final, remember.
140.
That little run is not going to continue unless he can string together something very special against a man hitting a 96 average and almost half his darts at double.
I think it's a good performance from Stephen.
100.
This is the kind of game that he can usually perform with all the time. He is capable of the 105, 110 mark and those kinds of visits from Chizzy. But today is a consummately professional performance.
100.
Oh, how has that gone in? We were talking yesterday about defying physics. What a great angle to see that 180 and a brilliant backup.
140.
I know he throws a small dart, but I didn't think there was room for that.
I've noticed that Stephen can actually have a dart in the 60 and it'll be touching the bottom wire, but he can find a way to get that dart under the dart and in between the wire. It's just freaky.
Double 8 for Chiz.
25.
He will return. Bunting back on 182.
Chizzy should make it 5-3. But he's going to be under pressure.
140.
Don't make a mistake
Dave
here, Dave.
16.
No margin for error. No margin.
12.
And Chizzy does make the error. Bunting
42.
should get 2 match darts here for a 6-2 victory.
This game should be over now. It's going to be double 16 for the match. Slightly higher for 8.
Game
It's
shot.
over.
And the match.
And Chizzy's
Stephen
run of
Bunting.
great European events is over. Stephen Bunting is in the quarterfinals. And his resurgence of form continues. Well done, Stephen Bunting. Dave Chisnall is on his way home. Otherwise, he's not going home, he's going to Auckland.
Yeah, we will see Chizzy in the World Series events coming up. Bunting we'll see tonight because he takes on the Power in the quarter-finals. That's the top half of the draw complete. We're now going to move on to the bottom half of the draw, and the action continues here at the Austrian Darts Open as Alan Norris takes on Peter Snakebite Wright.
Stephen, congratulations. I suppose it's very special to play against an opponent you know so well like Chizzy. Is it more difficult or makes it things more easy?
I think it makes it more difficult, to be honest. We're from the same town, really close friends. In the back, if people was in the back, they'd see us practicing all the time, and we have a close bond. We always have a drink together. And when I moved to St. Helens all those years ago, Dave was one of the first people who took me under his wing.
Also, die Frage war, ob es möglicherweise schwerer fällt oder vielleicht sogar leichter ist, gegen einen Spieler zu spielen, den man so gut kennt, wie die beiden sich kennen. Denn sie sind Nachbarn, kommen aus der Nähe von Liverpool, du kommst aus Liverpool. Und er sagt, ja, das ist in der Tat ein bisschen schwieriger sogar, weil man kennt sich sehr gut, man geht zusammen aus, man trinkt zusammen, man trifft sich ständig im Practice Room, man weiß alles über den anderen. Also es macht es doch ein bisschen schwerer, aber noch schwerer wird die Aufgabe heute Abend, möglicherweise im Viertelfinale, in the quarterfinals. You meet Phil Taylor, the biggest challenge you can get, or not?
Well, one of the biggest challenges, obviously, Michael Van Geren's still in the tournament, but Phil Taylor's a world-class player under the same label of darts as me with Target. It'll be a great game. Hopefully I can produce some of my best darts and get the win.
Wish you good luck for tonight. See you.